Hi, welcome back to Whirlwind Wedding. I'm Les Farkas.
And I'm Melanie Case.
And today we're going to be talking about flowers. What else?
Invitations. We have to do up our invitations. We have to make sure our guests get there.
Oh yeah, people have to know where to go.
It's not like that time when you invite people to your party. Like nowadays it's like Facebook. You just put a Facebook ad out. But I don't think that's acceptable yet for weddings. What do you think? That'd be easy.
That would be easy. If
A
everybody
lot.
was on Facebook, though. Some of the, grandparents are not on Facebook.
That's true.
Some of the grandparents are on Facebook, though.
How large are we going to have our wedding?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I only want 25 people. How about you? You're probably like 200.
No, I'm good with like 4.
4?
Yeah, 100.
We also have to pick up photographers. There's so many photographers. Photographers.
Photographers.
I can't say that word.
So you can't say that word. I've been correcting her for a week now.
Cracker her?
Well, she's a cracker her.
Anyway, we're going to be talking about the invitations. We're doing the photography. We're also going to be talking about flowers, like you were saying.
And weren't you going to have the girls get together? And
Oh, I got to call Jackie, my maid of honor, and make sure that she's going to try on dresses today.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, do you not see? Tick, 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 the clock is
2
ticking.
months. Don't do it. It takes longer than 2 months.
Well, now it's not even 2 months. Now we have like a month.
Oh, well, thanks. Like, I didn't have enough stress in my life, but now you had to add that.
Oh.
Here we go again.
Obviously, a lot of great florists in the area. You can just check in the phone book and check them out. But for me, my number one choice, because I'd interviewed her before, was Marilyn at Marilyn's Country Florist. She just has so much heart, this woman, doesn't she?
Oh, she is the sweetest woman I think I've ever met, really, next to you.
Oh, thanks. I was going to say, what about me? But she just basically wanted a picture of us. And from that picture,
Put together all kinds of arrangements, and none of them were anything that we didn't want.
exactly, all of it was our taste to the T.
Hi, welcome to Marilyn's Country Florist. Come on in. Nice to see you. What I'd like to do first is just show you, a little bit of the flowers. That way they get, you get a bit of an idea what I have here and what you can do. Silk or fresh, something in spring silk and all the colors here. And then I have all kinds of rental pieces too that are good for wedding. So this would be, an arch piece that you could use. And you can add different colors to match your wedding. And then these are all in silk here. These are all done in silk, and the quality I use, you'd never know that it's not. And the silk is so much better in times of heat. Of course, see, that's not fresh. That's artificial.
It looks very real.
Even feel it.
Oh, wow.
See? Feels real. So that's something that, you know, would be as your boutonniere. So then we're going to go to the attendants, the bridesmaids.
Okay.
So then you're going to tell me what color the dresses are.
So the dresses are like a turquoise, like a aqua sort of turquoise color, like a blue.
Like this color here? That
That's exactly the
perfect.
color,
Okay,
yeah.
because we did talk about that. So
You
that's a pretty
picked
good
it
color.
Perfect, yeah.
Okay, good. And then I went to this flower here as for, we could use that as an accent.
Okay.
But if I can get another one, maybe more of an orchid style or something, then we'll work with that too.
That's fine.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
thought maybe this would be a nice idea. So I made that up for you last night, and that's in the fresh. But I was thinking maybe we could do artificial for you. Then you would be able to have for a gift for your families.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's beautiful. Like, this is perfect. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And then we, you know, it's got some jewels in it and a little glow and
And
the
so
colors.
these are lilies, right? And we have lilies, roses, and then these are the blue flowers. What
Yeah.
are these little tiny
These
ones?
are called Stephanotis.
Stephanotis.
They have the nice smell to them too.
I can smell them.
Yeah. So now that we can add to your bouquet.
Yeah.
Okay,
The only
so
other thing I was thinking, like the different vase. So some are really tall vases, some are short vases.
okay, about the height, you want to make sure it's lower so that people can see across the table to you. And if it's going to be higher, then you're going to want it to be at least about 2 feet anyways.
can kind of look around.
Yeah, you're gonna, yeah, it would be a vase that you're gonna be able to look through, and then the flowers can be at the top.
When it comes to your flowers, beautiful flowers here that you have, by the way, some are silk and some are fresh. So what would you say people are choosing nowadays? Or is it 50-50?
It's 50-50 for sure. Now here, this is fresh. This is a fresh arrangement right here. And this is fresh, and this is fresh. So, you know, all different shapes and colors. Now, then you come over and just have a look at, this is calla lilies in here, white roses, freesia, stephanotis, and this is artificial. So really,
You can't even tell.
you can't tell.
You really can't tell. Look at that. You really cannot.
It's something that is silk. And as I was talking about, this is what you want to look through if you were having a larger piece. But you can, you know, you can get them that they would even be about this height. Wouldn't that be nice for the mums? See, they can have that, or they can have this. It's their choice. Whichever they,
Okay. So I can ask on that.
yeah, and they're very light, so they're, you know. And sometimes what they do is if they've got something different on, they can put it on their purse.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you have anybody like an MC, an extra
We
person?
do have an MC.
Okay, so that isn't included in your groomsmen.
Okay.
Is it? Is it included in your groomsmen?
No, he's not included in the groomsmen, but he's definitely should be included in the.
In this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one MC. Okay, and what's his name?
His name is Steve, right, Steve?
Oh, Steve Green.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
I think the hardest part about dealing with Marilyn was actually choosing the stuff from the stuff that she came up with. How can we forget about Isis Photography?
Oh, I can't forget about Isis Photography because all of their wonderful prints are plastered all over our wall.
And all over our invitations.
Exactly. Doing that shoot with the invitations was so much fun. I think that was the first time that you and I got lost in each other's eyes with a camera, because usually we're lost in each other's eyes anyway, but the camera was finally there to capture it all, right?
And they didn't miss a thing.
I didn't miss a thing.
That was from a pre-wedding shoot that we did in the fall for a couple, and makes a lovely piece of wall art.
Now, would you guys suggest that everybody gets a pre-wedding shoot? Why is that pre-wedding shoot so important?
And we do it for a couple of reasons. The main one is that we get to work together.
Yes.
You know, which is nice because we can see how couples are with each other, and you know, how much work we're going to have to put in. Some people are really easy to photograph, and some people, which is most of us, you know, are not that comfortable in front of a camera. And also we get to know each other a bit better, and that's always better because, you know, on your wedding day, the people you'll spend most of your time with, funnily enough, are probably your photographers. The final thing that's great about it is the way that we do it is you get a guest book.
And then all of a sudden the day was there, and then all of a sudden it was over so fast. And actually, when we look back at our wedding pictures, I'm really glad we had some pictures taken, because a lot of it I don't even remember. But it comes back to me when I see the pictures. That's true.
We feel so strongly that you should have something to take away, you know, and something that will last. If you're spending as much money as you're going to spend on your wedding, and, you know, part of that is your photography, is that if there's one day in your life you want to put into a book, it's your wedding day. Yeah. You know, it's like, it goes so quickly. It's nice to have this as a tangible reminder. These are the albums that 90% of our clients choose, whether it's a square one or a portrait album like this.
Yeah.
And they're also really durable. I mean, you know, the album you're looking at, we've had, you know, everybody looks at them, so they get handled, and so they last. And I mean, I think they claim now that the inks won't fade for 200 years if you keep them out of sunlight. They'll be good for grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I mean, basically, we work around your schedule. We can give you suggestions. Typically, we turn up 2 hours before the ceremony, which gives us enough time to get some pictures of the end of the getting ready, of you, Mel, getting into your dress and that sort of stuff. And then from there, we go to the ceremony, obviously, which we both cover from different aspects with different angles, and then afterwards it happens in different ways. It depends where the wedding's held, I should say. Well, we can work with whatever we're given. So, like I said, we've worked with 15 minutes. So obviously, the more time we have, the more
risks we can take.
The more risks we can take, or the more creative we can be. But, you know, I think one of the nice things about having done the pre-wedding shoot is that we've already, you know, had the photography. We've got some really nice pictures. So really, you know, we're happy just to document a day. And if that means 15 minutes, just, you know, so you have a couple of pictures in your wedding togs, then so be it. That's great. When we're happy.
For us, I think partially because we're in a small town, we instead of having the client have to adapt to us, we adapt to the client, which is the way we think it should be. So if you're getting married, the day is about you, and we want to bring to life, you know, your vision for your wedding photography if you have one, or kind of show your personality in the pictures rather than just doing solely what we do.
Yeah, I think we look upon it as being hired to tell your story, and I think that's something that we do really well that people recognise, is that when you look at your pictures, you will definitely see that it's you. It's not like our vision put onto you. You know, and that means that some people do like to be more fashiony. Some people, you know, do need a bit more direction. Some people just completely want a documentary story. And I think that's something that really sets us apart, because we feel it is your day and it's your story, but told with our skill. So that's, you know, I think that sets us apart from a lot of the top end photographers that are around today, who, for me, you know, they're like these rock star photographers. It's more about them than it is their clients, and that's not how we work.
You can have your album delivered and in your hands 6 months after the wedding?
3 months. From shooting to actually finished.
Through your profession, have you or do you have a favorite picture that you've taken?
I don't know if it would like be a favourite picture, but like a favourite story. You know, I think for me the photography is about a story. So a lot of my favourite images might not technically be fantastic, you know, professional photographers of Canada standard, but there's something about them that creates an emotion.
Yeah, sometimes you just look at a photo and maybe it's blurry or something. Like, it might not technically be that's the way you would technically textbook set it up, but you can get an immediate feeling from it. And
Yeah.
sometimes we keep pictures in like that or put them on our blog even, and they would never win any awards, but they're great shots because you get an immediate reaction from them.
Yeah. Well, I think you know, a really great picture is something that creates a reaction with the viewer. So, you know, for us, a good picture is a picture where, you know, a bride or a groom looks at a picture and it you know, it creates an emotion for them. Brings back a memory. You know, it says that, oh yeah, that's you know, one of the biggest compliments that we've ever had, you know, is that, oh, that's exactly how I was feeling. You know, when they look at that picture and go, that captures exactly how I was feeling. And, you know, that's the biggest compliment that then we can be paid, really.
All right, so we're back, and
I'm just got to make sure that Jackie gets to Exchanging Vows Bridal and meets up with Jenny and starts trying on all those wonderful dresses that they have there.
didn't you just get a text message? She's on her way.
Why, did you check my phone? She's coming? She's there? I hope she's there.
She's on her way. I think you should go.
Jackie, please be at Exchanging Vows Bridal. They're waiting for you.
Hello.
Hi, Jackie. I've been expecting you. How are you doing?
Very good. How are you?
Good. I'm wonderful. Let's try on some dresses.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so just come on out whenever you're ready. Fabulous. If you can just turn around. We'll see if this is going to zip up. And it will. You know what? This is your hair elastic. Could you put your hair out for me, please?
Yeah.
Just because it gets in the way of the zipper a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to do it up. It's going to be snug, but you'll get a better idea of how it fits if it's done up. All right, so go and stand on the pedestal. How does that feel? You know what, I'm going to take your, do you mind if I take your necklace off too?
Sure, yeah.
I don't want the necklace to sort of get in the way of any of the dresses either. So it's a whole process.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It feels good.
It's nice, eh? It's very flattering on you.
I really like this detail here.
Sorry, which detail is that? Yes, the one shoulder looks really nice. And that would actually, because Melanie's dress also has one shoulder.
Oh,
Now it's up to the bride, right? Sometimes it looks nice if all the girls have one shoulder. Sometimes it looks nice if one of them does and the other one's offset it. So
This is the opposite side.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that would look very nice.
What do you think of this color?
I love it.
I think it looks fabulous on you.
Okay. Yes, it is.
Beautiful.
And does it go like this? Is it more open?
No, it just sits.
Sits there.
It just sits like that, and there's a slit so that it's the promise of cleavage. You have beautiful skin and hair. Like there are not a lot of people that look good in that color actually, and it looks really good on you. There are a lot of people who can do that color, and it's all right, but it looks actually really good on you. This is sort of a new in the last couple of years, the neckline that happens like this, right?
Yes.
And it's nice because it shows a little bit of this, but it's not, a lot of girls worry about their cleavage, you know?
Right.
And this is really good for girls that worry about their cleavage.
And it's
so,
modest.
absolutely.
And our
Let's zip you up. Okay, stand on the pedestal for me. Okay, so this one's roomy on you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
well,
is
it's
basically
really
what it would
tight.
look like.
Okay.
Okay.
And you lifted this up.
I
bottom?
twisted it because the bottom was, the liner was coming out the bottom.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
sitting straight, so now
I
it's sitting
like all
straight.
the,
The ruching is great, eh? There's a reason why so many bridesmaids dress have all this asymmetrical ruching. It's because it's slimming. It just is on everyone. And often what it'll do is girls that don't have a lot of shape, it gives them shape, and girls that have a lot of shape, it tones it down. Do you know what I mean? So it's really good for everyone. Now all of these dresses that you're trying on are available in lots and lots of colors, so you just need to
so this could be in blue.
absolutely,
Or
absolutely.
silver,
Yeah.
which are Mel's colors.
Yeah, and this company actually has a lot of fabric options as well. Like if you loved this dress but you wanted it in taffeta, you could do that as well.
I really like this dress if it was fitted.
If it fit you, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
I felt like a princess when I tried this on. Excellent.
Very goddess-like. Are there some dresses more for different months of the season?
That,
Like,
well, obviously dresses that have a lot more fabric, or if they're really closed in up here, you don't want to wear a dress like that in the middle of July or
Right.
whenever it's going to be really hot, right? It's the same as in the wintertime. Although, here's the thing, in the wintertime, if you wear a little strapless dress, which is the least amount of dress you can wear, you're going to be out inside most of the time, right? So you're walking from your car to the building. The weather is actually more predictable in the winter because you don't hang out outside in a winter wedding anyways. Maybe for a few seconds for some pictures and stuff, but it's all indoors and it's all going to be about 20 degrees. Whereas in the summer, it could be anything, right? So, and girls are always like, oh, I'm going to be hot. And I'm like, yeah. But often with a strapless dress,
It
if
feels quite
this
cool.
is open,
Yeah.
then it doesn't matter if stuff
Yeah.
is covering your legs because you feel cooler
Yes.
because of that anyways,
Yeah.
right? I would just suggest for a summer wedding to not do something that's super closed in up here,
That's right.
right? Instead of having your legs showing. But
Yeah.
again, it's totally personal
'cause
opinions. It's like
evening-
with colors, you know, people saying, oh, that's a summer color or that's a winter color. Well, you
Yeah.
can wear bright red and you can wear black in the summer too.
Yes.
It really is your personality. It's
Yeah.
what the bride wants. It's what,
That's right.
you know, for her color scheme.
Now just say, Jackie, okay,
I think we've decided.
There you have it, another episode of Whirlwind Wedding. Have we convinced you yet to do a wedding in a 2-month period of time? I'm sure a lot of you sitting there thinking, a year and a half? We don't have enough time. Well,
Try doing it in 2 months.
we really don't have enough time.
There's not enough hours in a day.
I can't believe how long it takes people to book things and orders to come in and things like that. Like 8 weeks, 2 months, 12 weeks for a dress, things like that. I mean, insane.
You'd figure it'd be the next day.
You think it would be the next day, especially when we're so excited to
And
take part in that day. Yeah,
in
it
this
better
day
not
and
rain.
age, when it's like on the computer and done,
True, that's true. Actually, good point.
yeah, I think these people are just fooling with us. I think they're like, everybody in the wedding industry is out to make you more stressed. No.
No, I was gonna say, but we do have some awesome vendors helping us out,
Awesome.
like Isis Photography.
Talk
I
about
had
taking the
so
stress out of it. I had so much fun in that shoot.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was probably, to this point, my most favorite part of this whole planning 2-month scary process.
And it's only just begun. Like next week, what are we doing?
Oh, God.
Cakes. Yeah. We're eating cake. We're talking to our caterers as well. Hopefully we can find one in between now and then. We'll see what happens.
Any caterers out there, we have a month, so let us know.
Help us out, please. We're desperate.
We are very desperate. And cakes. Cakes are very important. Whoever takes up the cake must really be good.
Right.
Because I am not settling for substandard cakes.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
No. You have high standard of cake.
I expect blue ribbon champion cake maker people.
Right. As you can see. He likes his cake. So tune in next week. We got a lot more interesting information for you about all the wonderful vendors that we have in our area. And I guarantee next week you're not going to go away hungry.